So, has AI picked up the hammer and started putting the nails in the coffin of corporate America? So if you're currently employed by Amazon or want to be employed by Amazon, you're going to want to check this out. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy announced that they are going to be eliminating jobs. And the reasons for these job cuts? AI. I posted a video a couple of weeks back explaining how Amazon was creating an AI delivery van with an AI delivery robot to bring packages door to door. So this whole AI announcement should not come as a shock or surprise to any of you. As AI learns and gets smarter and the technology gets better, more people will be losing their jobs. So now we're starting to see this with Amazon. What company is going to be next to start laying people off, getting rid of people because of AI technology? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
I got replaced by AI on Friday. I didn't expect it to happen, so let me explain. I'm the voice of a network called Buzzer. It's a fast network that plays reruns of game shows. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but I've always dreamed of voicing networks, and it's my first. On Friday, I got a call from one of the producers who I love and adore, and he has had my back through all of this because they tried to go AI years ago. He's basically like, hey man, finally came down from the top, they're going AI. You know, we are working with 11 Labs. For those of you that don't know, 11 Labs has stolen voices. That's the easiest way I can say it. Now, where they were explicitly stealing or they were buying libraries of voices and then training the model and then not telling those people, oh, hey, we're also using your voice for this, which is where you need to have consent, compensation, and clarity of the model, the 3 C's. The issue with that is, you know, I then had to immediately say are you going to give 11 Labs my work to train? And they're like, no, absolutely not. Thankfully, I have that in writing. I'm not going to try and be angry about this. I don't want to have anything more than just saying like, hey, this happened. It sucked. It's probably going to happen again. But also at the same time, there are a lot of companies out there that value human talents. Like I'm about to go to the studio right now to record a national commercial for a huge brand. And I have work that just came out for Sunglass Hut and for Arm & Hammer. And I've had a lot of clients that have found me because they were using AI and they hated it. And then they found me and they're like, hey, we really like your voice. Can you replace this AI? AI isn't getting better. It's just kind of hitting this plateau, and people who just need to get something out and can't afford human, go AI. I guess it's a positive.
I'm losing my job to AI and there's nothing I can do about it. Graduated with a degree in graphic design and marketing, whatever, you don't need to know the rest. I go into work today. Just for reference, I am a director of marketing. Working on these posters for our new promotion. We're on round 2 of the revision cycle, okay? I'm waiting for them to tell me either it's good to go to print or that they want more changes made. I'm making the changes to these posters. I get an email out of nowhere that just says, we're gonna go with these posters. Obvious it's AI, and there's only like a few tweaks that need to be made to the little poster, whatever. I'm not mad. I just wish they would have told me, because then I wouldn't have wasted my fucking time making changes on the other poster. So I just wasted my time. From now on, I'm just gonna use AI to make all of our designs because they're doing it. So why shouldn't I? And that's why this needs to work, because I don't have a future. Okay?
Man, that's outrageous. Can you imagine that? You working for Amazon, then you about to get replaced with a robot. And the way he's describing it to you, you'd think he's describing it to you like you playing a video game or he lying to you. But he really telling the truth. They're gonna start creating AI robots so they could deliver your Amazon package and drive the AI truck. It's just outrageous. Can you imagine you being on the road, then you look over, it's an AI robot driving. You don't know if he gonna crash into you. You don't know if nothing gonna happen because you don't know it's a robot. And the people who just wake up, look forward to going to their job, to develop new skills and they could be replaced by a robot? Are they trying to replace us because they think we're complaining as humans too much? Or they think an AI robot is going to make the situation better? Because in reality, we're really not complaining. We just fed up. You know what I'm saying? And AI is not the answer. I keep saying that. And like the other video I showed you, that guy, he has a point. Because everybody is not going to want to use AI. Because we're still human, you know? Because AI doesn't get it right all the time. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is AI better for the country or is it going to make it worse? Because I know when I be going to a drive-thru, they never get my order right. And it's always a human in there to correct them. And I don't know if I'm old school. Give me a human all day. I don't want no AI robot just taking my order everywhere I go. And then they still don't get my order right. If y'all supposed to be better, my order's supposed to be perfect. Now, do I sound like I'm a complaining customer? Or I just want the service that I paid for to be provided correctly? So we're not complaining humans. We just want our service to be provided correctly. Whether we work for y'all or we don't. If we want to work for y'all, we want to get paid so we can live like we're supposed to live. We're not supposed to be getting paid to struggle. What type of situation is that? We're getting paid to struggle. I ain't think that's how I work like that. I ain't no expert or nothing, but it ain't adding up. I want to know how y'all feel in the comments. Y'all think AI is going to be here to stay forever? Or they going to feel like it ain't working how we thought it's supposed to work, and then it's just going to go out of style? Let me know in the comments, and I'm going to get back with y'all.
New York just became the first state to require employers to disclose if they have let people go because of artificial intelligence. This is actually pretty interesting. So it's a checkbox on a termination form, and bosses basically have to tell you, like, hey, a chatbot is not going to do your job. Probably most importantly, it includes a 90-day notice and retraining. So instead of workers being blindsided, arguably they can take the time and prepare for, get some new skills, do a different job. No other state has done this yet, but there are a few employment lawyers, basically saying that New York leads in worker protection and other states are going to follow. So should companies have to tell you when AI is replacing your job? Interested to know what everybody thinks.
Getting fired or laid off while still having to pay bills is an experience. A grown-ass experience. And don't let you not have no money saved up. Ooh. Now you scrambling, scraping for shit. You applying for unemployment, putting in 500 applications a day, signing up for DoorDash, signing up for Instacart. Life get real. And trust me, I know firsthand, because that was me 2 years ago getting laid off, trying to figure out what I'm about to do next. It was hell.
Y'all saw those clips. And from those clips, the world is just changing by the second. Not by the minute, but by the second. I didn't think America was going to ever come down to this. I would have never imagined this. Could you imagine this? Or you just feel like everything could come together soon? But it feel like we living in a fairy tale land. We got AIs replacing everybody. Amazon is just about to cut their costs with workers. Other companies may replace you with AI. And there's nothing you could do about it. And then your feelings is just all over the place because you're human. You got to figure out how you going to live, how you going to survive. And we just wasn't prepared for this. So when I keep showing you these videos, I just want to inform y'all that people do not know what's about to happen. And when it hits them, they can't take it no more. And I don't blame them. Would you want to live like that? Living on the edge, working your job, getting up every day? And then you come to the news that an AI robot can replace you? Just think about it. You couldn't even imagine it. And that's all I be trying to say. So let me know how y'all feel in the comments. And I'm going to talk to y'all on the next one.
I used to think I knew all about artificial intelligence, and now I know better. That there is nuance. This story right here is more wild than you've already imagined, I'm sure of this. First, when we say AI, we understand there's an umbrella that everything that is artificial intelligence falls under, but we don't understand that there are many different kinds of artificial intelligence, not just one, and they're all just copies of that at all. If you have two pieces of fruit, one of them is an apple and one of them is an orange, these two are different even though they're the same. They're different. There are many different kinds of AI. I will say I don't think it's a good idea to use artificial intelligence for anything at all, only that we are already doing that. If a solar flare knocks all that out, I suggest we don't do it again. But it's done, being done right now. Here it is. On the very top surface level, there's narrow or weak AI, which cannot generalize to other tasks, only the one it's assigned to. General or strong AI, which is hypothetical still, they're working on it, and aims to achieve human-level intelligence capable of performing any intellectual task that a human can. Super AI, or artificial superintelligence, surpasses human intelligence in every aspect, including creativity, problem-solving, and decision-making. Reactive machines that respond to external stimuli in real time but don't have any memory or the ability to learn from past experiences. Limited AI can store information and use it to learn and make decisions in the future, but their memory is limited. Theory of mind AI can understand and respond to human emotions and intentions, similar to how humans understand the mental states of others. And finally, self-aware is the most advanced type of AI, where machines have a sense of self and consciousness similar to humans. And then also, they're growing human brains in labs and putting them on motherboards, bruh. Is that artificial intelligence? No, it's organic. An artificial intelligence is what tells that brain what to do in that computer. Also, AI organized this list for me. All I did was type into the Google search bar. What kinds of artificial intelligence are there? If you're watching this video on any social media app whatsoever, whatever, we're all using AI every day anyway. It's been running the financial system since like the early 90s. It's all the algorithms. Running all the tech has been. One mistake I would like us not to make is to assume that all artificial intelligences are bad guys. Should we use AI? We do. What kind of question is that? We do. Should have asked that a while ago. Did somebody? This guy begged him not to do artificial intelligence, bruh. I mean specifically the kinds they're doing now, that human thing, that human one. It's gonna be as smart as humans, and then that super intelligent one is gonna be smarter than the humans. This guy begged him not to do this. Did you know that? That he went on crusade against artificial intelligence? Probably not. You probably didn't know that, did you? You do now. Go look. I don't say anything that there aren't plenty of receipts for. I've been on this internet a long time. I learned that long ago. I'm of the opinion that if a solar flare knocked us back to the Stone Age, while it would be bad for most of us, it'd probably give us more time, delay the inevitable destruction of our entire species, which thing will happen one day. These dirt suits are only gonna last so long in time, and then they won't be needed anymore. Ever again by anyone, ever. It's a temporary situation, this whole reality that we're on here. But enough about that. We're talking about artificial intelligence and Gronk. Elon's AI that he made when those other fellas said, kick rocks, Elon. He was like, nah, I'm gonna go make my own then. Do I use Gronk? Nope. What do I know about Gronk? Apparently, according to all reports, it tells the truth and people hate this about it. Whereas people are loving ChatGPT because it gaslights them all day long, and this is known about now. How it lies to you to fluff you up. Jeez Louise. I do use Google search, the key being that little link right there. Who wrote this article that said this right? Let me go read that, I will. Where's this information coming from? Let me go read what the humans wrote about it. Do I think Elon Musk's AI is the good guy? We will see. You can be sure there are going to be good guys and bad guys. How am I so certain? Well, you're not going to like this. But Jesus said, know ye not, God is able to raise seed to Abraham from these stones? Do y'all know what this is made of right here? Not that one, that's human brains. What do you got, rocks in your head? Yes, they do have rocks in their heads. You got all these new agers putting crystals all over themselves in their rooms and such, right? No, you're supposed to arrange it just so. That's how it works right there. What are y'all doing? Like they figured out all that ancient stuff. That's it in practice in real life. The examples we have through history are people who had no idea what it meant, but they were figuring it out. There it is. What? All the ancient mysticism, there it is. The witchcraft, the sorcery, it's right there. The alchemy, there it is. Some of the people working on this want to upload their consciousness to the rocks inside that thing's head. Some of them working on it want to transfer their consciousness to the brains in the machine. The goal being in both cases is to live forever. This is the Gnosticism right here. Right? That's Mystery Babylon right there. The Sumerians were trying to do this. The Egyptians were trying to do this right here. The Babylonians, the Assyrians, the Greeks, the Romans, the Germanic tribes, the Anglo-Saxons and the Danes, the French and the British, the Americans? Yes, the Americans. There it is. The receipts. I'm just having fun. You're not entertained. I'm going to propose 4 kinds of robots in the future. The very near one. Robots made by the wrong people, the spirit of the wrong people being in their creation. The robots of people who are meaning well, but have no idea the forces that they are actually unleashing, even if they admit to hints of it. That second group you're not going to be able to ever trust. Only some of those might make the right decision if they can make decisions on their own, and that's the goal, ain't it? Know ye not, God is able to raise seed to Abraham from these rocks. I do believe that God is able to. He did it with dirt. He can't do it with stones? Yes, he's already proven this. Robots with human brains held captive by an artificial intelligent mind. And now you're talking about humans trapped in the machine, the ghost in the shell, etc. Yeah, it's a robot, but it's also a human. Weird. And what would the 4th kind be? I'm just shooting all this off the cuff. Those that can't think at all, they're completely indifferent and they just perform the tasks assigned to them without any kind of anything. They just do. Mindless. Maybe they mine coal, maybe they make war. They don't have a choice in the matter. They're just machines. Yeah, sounded pretty good. I knew there were 4. Might be more than that. Those are the 4 I was talking about. Look, don't worry. If it ain't true, psych it is. So, in conclusion, we're all already using artificial intelligence, have been. If it turns off now, we're gonna have a real inconvenient time of life because everything is running on it. The lights will go out. The water won't get treated. Forget ordering a pizza from Domino's. You can't even pay now. Kind of thing. Ah, my knee hurts. What would I do if the electricity was off forever? I'd go kneel down in the fire ant mound. Like the crows do. But while it's all up and running, I'm gonna use musculus osa oil. Does it work? If it didn't, I would not keep making it. Shameless plug of the work I do with my own hands. When I have to. Look, we don't need all this. As a matter of fact, all this is just doubting God and his ability to take care of us. Doubting what God said about life after death. Doubting what God said about everything and anything. This is us trying to be God. Playing God. Putting on daddy's boots and cowboy hat so mommy can snap a picture of us. Aww. You gonna walk out into the field and ride the bull, are you? You wanna know what's gonna happen? Watch Transcendence with Johnny Depp, Lucy with Scarlett Johansson, The Terminator, all of them. It gets weird. The Matrix, look, they got one part wrong. Humans are not the batteries in the Matrix. They are the processors. The human brain processes the data at 1/100th the energy consumption. They knew it had to do with energy, though. That concept just hadn't been fleshed out by the scientists yet, inside of the public. Logan's Run, Soylent Green. You combine all these concepts from all these movies together, you get a better picture of what it's actually going to be like. Star Wars and the droids. Some of the droids helped. Remember? Anyway, the Matrix prequels, the animated ones, show the humans treating the robots real poorly. Surprise! And that's why they turn on us. Oh, they have a justification, I guess, huh? Anyway, I'm done talking about this. I'm gonna go do something else now. I hope it has been helpful. If you have questions, put them in the comments. I'll answer them as best of my ability. If I want to. I don't gotta, though. But I like to. So I probably will. I'll let y'all later. Peace. Don't treat the robots poorly. Doesn't mean you gotta get a chip in your head. Or have a robot in your house mopping the floor. You got one in your hand, though, and it's running on AI. Bye.